Oh, what an absolutely brilliant photo this is.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, 5th of May 1936. The bridge is brand spanking new.
Yeah,
brand new. And that's obviously why they've taken this aerial photo. They want to show it off, don't they? This is new modernity. But you can see the old town of Arnhem here, these beautiful buildings.
And then the factory and trades sort of section. There's lots of factories here.
And that's the only thing that's left.
Yeah, that building
and
the
bridge,
chimney.
of course.
Yeah, and the barges all lined up.
Yeah.
It's
sail barges.
Yeah, it's incredible. And
no one has a clue about what is round the corner.
No.
8 years on from this, you know, it's just there's a little market stalls, horse and cart going across the bridge there. You know, it's in the early summer sunshine. Trees haven't blossomed yet. And look at it now. I mean, all that area, all this area that's shown in that picture, all this bit here, gone. Well, that is literally the only building that's left.
Here's the thing. I first came here in 1984 with my dad. Right? Yeah. So 40 years after the battle.
Yep.
And this hasn't changed since then.
Has it not?
So in the way that Arnhem has changed since 1944, these buildings are just the same. So it's exactly the way I remember it.
Yeah. Well, and the bridge looks the same.
Yeah, and the bridge is basically identical because it was destroyed in October of 44 after the battle. But it's the same, and you can see why you'd want to take this, the last water obstacle before the Reich.
Here we are in September 2024, so it's 80 years on.
Yeah.
And that, you know, anniversaries are useful because it does give you kind of pause for thought, doesn't it? And think about things afresh. And obviously the Operation Market Garden, a lot has been written about it, from Cornelius Ryan's book to the film A Bridge Too Far to yours, now out on the 12th of September in all good bookshops and bad.
Because feelings run high about this battle. You know, a friend of mine's father-in-law was killed at Arnhem, and it's a thing that stayed in their family forever. Right. Furious with Monty for this having happened. So it's it's a battle that really matters to people. So to be able to step back a little bit after all this time and look at it afresh is, I think it is possible now. But you know, you look at this, the prize at the end of the at the end of the airborne carpet.
For all the things that go wrong here.
Yeah.
And let's face it, they're legion.
Yeah.
Actually, the reason the operation fails is because 30 Corps don't get here.
Yeah, but
they don't get here in time.
Why don't they get here?
Well, those events are all 8 miles down the road at Nijmegen.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about going down there and looking again at that, because last time I was here, I knew less about it than I do now.
Yeah.
So I want to look at it through the lens of greater knowledge.
Well, okay. So we could just touch on the brief comparison. This bridge is left unguarded on the night of D-Day of Operation Market Garden. The British get here, they take it.
Yeah.
Nijmegen Bridge is left effectively unguarded on the night of D-Day of Market Garden.
They don't get there.
And the Americans don't get there. They don't take it.
They don't take it.
And they're facing similar pressures because they're having to guard their drop zones and their landing zones and be ready for the second lift. But here, and it's German confusion that allows that to happen. Yeah. Here, the British get here, they get a brigade group-ish, or a battle group here, if you want to call it that. Here, the Americans fail to do so. And that's why they can't, when 30 Corps get to Nijmegen, they can't just drive over the bridge.
Yeah. I mean, the interesting thing, isn't it, that I mean, the Americans get an awful lot right at Nijmegen.
Yeah.
I mean, they do incredibly well. It's just the failure on day one, on D-Day and D+1 to take the bridge when they have the opportunity.
And the thing is like so much with this battle, the river crossing is this epic moment of incredible bravery when they cross the Wye, but they didn't. There was no need.
They shouldn't have had to do
that. They shouldn't have had to do that. Just as the last stand here is an incredible story in the British military history of men in a redoubt hanging on, and here, but they shouldn't have had to do it.
Yeah.
Because of events down the road. And I think that's the thing we're gonna lean. It's hard actually to blame 30 Corps for not getting across a river that wasn't secure.
Yeah, well, we're going to be looking at a whole load of bridges. This is just one of them, because actually we're looking, I think, at 4.
There's tons,
5. No, 5, because we've got the railway bridge, the road bridge at Nijmegen, then we've got the human bridge, then we've got the Grave bridge, we've got the Grosbeek Heights, we've got the forest, we've got Gavin CP, we've got all the fighting in and around Nijmegen, and all the fighting around here in Arnhem and Oosterbeek. So it's going to be a good few days.
There's 3 bridges here, strictly speaking.
Well, I suppose so. Yeah.
This is the thing. It's more than a bridge too far. It's like a whole.
It's like a whole mass of bridges.
A whole mass of Wallet's worth. Yeah. Anyway, there's
good
lots
to be here,
see.
though, isn't
so you know, join us as we walk the ground.